Well, we're going to discuss those attacks further with Bishop Angaelos of the Coptic Orthodox Church here in the UK. Your Grace, we're hearing about the Egyptian Air Force carrying out those strikes on jihadists. They believe that they carried out these attacks in south of Cairo. The Coptic Christians in Egypt, they still feel that they are not being helped, that they are still being not helped enough by the authorities. They feel targeted very much.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of wanting to be helped, but we're never looking for privileged treatment. What we are looking for is a sense of security and a citizenship that embraces everyone and holds everyone accountable. Now, these strikes, I'm not sure of the details of them. It's a strategic decision. But what is more important is to deal with the mindsets that are in Egypt that have become such a fertile ground for things like this to take part in. So a mindset that is so exclusive and so narrow that it not only doesn't think that Christians should be equal, it's intolerant of their presence. And that's why they become so dehumanized, so objectified, that even children going on a monastery pilgrimage can become a means to an end and become targeted on such a day of family joy and a spiritual experience.
Well, they were in an incredibly isolated area, obviously from the previous attacks, and there have been so many since December especially. They've been targeting churches, and yet here we are, we're seeing this pilgrimage, this bus with children, as you say, on it. It was a very isolated area. Should they be perhaps being protected? Should they have armed guards with them? I just wonder what the solution can be.
Monasteries are one of the pivotal points of the spiritual life of Christians in Egypt, and they're all isolated. These monasteries are all in the middle of the desert. And these pilgrimages are very regular and standard. On any given public holiday, you may have up to 10,000 pilgrims at any given monastery. Now, armed guards wouldn't be able to satisfy all that. But again, we saw a very tragic event here in Manchester just last week. We've seen things across Europe. Crimes will happen, and there will be those who will devalue human life. But I think what we need to do is to deal with the education and the poverty and the things that have to cure an illness which is so intolerant of a sizable community. We're talking about 13 to 15 million Christians in Egypt. 10%, 15% of the population.
The President has declared a 3-month nationwide state of emergency. What else can he do then? You're talking about a change of a mindset. How do you achieve that?
This is a generation-long exercise. We can't expect things to change immediately. What we can expect, however, maybe is a more robust investigation, holding people to account, so it becomes a deterrent for those who may want to copycat or may want to follow this lead in this or any other way.
Bishop Angaelos, we really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for coming to talk to us.
Thank you.